This is our One Ring Watch segment where we talk about the current big offers for the One Ring. Last week, the bounty was up to what? $1 million, Alex. Dave and Adam's Card World offered $1 million to whoever pulled the One Ring. Dave and Adam's Card World has been unseated as the current highest offer.
By a healthy margin.
Magic the Gathering's One Ring card bounty doubles to $2 million. With only 9 days before the card is out in the wild, the One Ring's bounty has jumped to $2 million. This was published 5 days ago, Alex. So there's only 4 days left. This set is released on Friday. Pre-release stuff was already happening over the weekend.
Hot dog. Some people said it was fun to draft, like limited play and like limited draft format. They said they were having a good time.
I have not been really following the cards that are being released in this set.
Mm-hmm.
But I did watch a brief clip from Jake and Joel Magic where they were reviewing some of their favorite cards from the set. And it looks like there's some really good stuff in this set, to be honest. And in general, I don't love these crossovers. I don't want to, when I'm playing Magic the Gathering, I don't want somebody to cast a Transformer on me. Just don't want it.
I understand that.
Just because. But this is the perfect crossover. I mean, if somebody plays a dragon, if somebody plays a wizard, a hobbit, I don't care. It doesn't take me necessarily
it fits
out
with
of
Magic's theme already. Yeah, it's not. Yeah.
It fits perfectly. But here is the $2 million offer. Atención. Gremio de Dragones ofrece 2 millones de euros. Plus el viaje estancia en Valencia. Plus, there's 2 pluses. Paella. This is fantastic, Alex. So there's this LGS, I was going to say in Brazil. I don't know why I was going to say Brazil, but this is not in Brazil. This is in España.
Mm-hmm.
Guild of Dragons offering 2 million euros, which I think is like 2.1, something like that, US dollars.
Correct.
Plus, you get a trip to Spain. Plus, they feed you paella. I like to imagine that every LGS in Spain, like this is what, like when you go there to like play with cardboard tokens on the weekend,
They'll
instead of like
paella going.
Yeah, instead of buying like a bag of Cheetos and a Pepsi, they always have like a paella chef there.
That would be way better.
It would be so much better. These people are saying fuck you to Dan Bach. They're saying Chase, former NFL player. Chase, what's his face? $500,000. That's chump change. 2.1 million US dollars. Plus, you get to go to Spain. Plus, you get to go to paella. Not go to paella. Get paella. Eat paella.
Paella comes to me.
Yes. Yes, I go to Spain, then the paella comes to me. Another piece of news, Alex, also Lord of the Rings related. You found this. Somebody found one of the Chase rings, the Dwarven ring. And not just any serialized Dwarven ring. It was number 1. It was found, I guess, during some pre-release shenanigans. Dwarven ring 001 of 700. Not only was it found, it was immediately sold.
Sold, yes.
Allegedly pre-sold for $13,000 on June 14th, according to a Reddit post. Remind me again.
What do you think about that? The price? Yeah.
It seems stupid high to me. But we're now in a world where they've offered $2 million for the One Ring. And I was going to say, remind me again what these Chase numbered rings are. There's 1 of 1 for the One Ring. The Elven rings, the serialized rings, those are the next rare ones. Is it 300 for elves? 300 for elves.
700 for dwarves. 900 for men.
900 for men.
Because there were 3, 7, and 9 rings for each of them. There's 9 ring wraiths because those were the 9 men that got the rings.
Okay. I could not remember.
A few weeks ago, I would have said that's stupid high. Yes. But now, all of a sudden, without even thinking about it, I was kind of like, that seems kind of low because I guess, the One Ring.
So this is what I was going to say too. My idea of what these should be worth has been inflated because of these ridiculous offers for the One Ring.
And I shouldn't get hasty because 13,000 is a lot. That's like, a Black Lotus. So yeah, maybe that isn't that high. And there's 700 of them. It's just the number one out of the 700.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. So yeah, if you were to pull number 342, it's going to be nowhere near $13,000. If you pull number 69, since people are idiots,
yes,
it might be like $6,500. Or no, $6,900.
If you pull 420, it will go for a little more probably.
Yes.
Maybe a few other numbers like 100, like the even number kind of milestones. I bet like number 700 might be decent.
Somebody might want to be cute and maybe pay more for number 7. Because they might be wanting to chase like number 3 of the Elven Ring, number 7
right,
of the Dwarven Ring, number 9.
Yeah, because that would be a neat set to have if you had number 3, number 7, and number 9. That'd be pretty cool.
I just thought of that, and I'm going to go for that, Alex. So yes, first instinct was this is way too high, but contextualized with the offers we've seen now for the One Ring, it almost seems low. But I really don't know. It still seems high to me.
And I expect the value to drop. Maybe not for One Ring, but at least for the other ring. So if you can sell these, serialized cards early on, I would, because when the next set comes out, there's going to be more serialized cards, and that's what people are going to be spending money on.
This $13,000 seems high to me, but low for this particular time. I guarantee you whoever bought this for $13,000 could flip it within a week for more than $13,000. I wouldn't be shocked at all if that happened.
No. Yeah, that's kind of what my thinking was too, I think. That's a good way to put it. Yeah. In this hubbub,
yes,
I could see it going for more, but I wouldn't want to be holding on to that, having paid that much money for it and trying to sell it 5 years from now. You know what I mean?
I'd be scared, but also you and I, we're not rich. We're the type of people who, as soon as we get something that's worth money, we want to sell it because we're scared that it's going to go down. And then in our lifetimes, we've seen instances of, plenty of instances, things that we should not have sold.
True.
We should have just kept them. This is how rich people get richer. They buy something and
keep everything. You don't have to sell any of your stuff, and then some of it becomes worth money.
Exactly.
Stocks included.
Next piece of news, Alex. Also, Lord of the Ring related. Also, One Ring related.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Pre-release events are happening. People are cracking packs left and right all over the world. Was the One Ring already pulled at a pre-release event? Some people say so. This One Ring pull supposedly happened in Brazil. Somebody posted this online. At Epic Games Sao Paulo. I'm not showing that, but they have it down here, which makes you think, is this all marketing? This could just potentially be marketing. I'm going to zoom in on a couple things here. First of all, I'm going to say, is this a fungal situation going on here with this thumb? This guy should put on some glasses.
Scraped up. I think he's probably just scraped up.
Very deep grooves in the thumb, potential fungal situation.
Jagged thumbnail.
This is the One Ring.
Okay.
There's a lot to look at here. So, just first glance, it looks good to me. I can't tell if this is fake or not. But I wanted to know if maybe some other, I figured some people had done some sleuthing. So I looked around on the internet to get an idea if anybody thought this was potentially a fake. And when all of this Lord of the Rings stuff was first being announced by Wizards, they put out this pre-release video. They talked about the rings. They actually showed
holding it.
They showed an image, a gloved hand. Was that what you just said? Gloved hand? Mm-hmm. Yeah. They showed an image of what was supposed to be the One Ring. This is supposedly the one they actually put into the packs. And if you zoom in on this, I notice a couple things. If you look just at the serialized portion of the card, here's the fake one. Well, here's what I think is the fake one. This was the one that was open in Brazil. I don't think this is real. Here's the one open in Brazil. You look at the spacing in between this median line and the one on the left compared to the spacing here.
Yeah. Definitely
different spacing. And then another thing that people pointed out is if you go down to the hologram. So this image is pretty blurry, but you can get a general idea of the pattern of the hologram on the real One Ring. See this median portion that's dark, the bright triangle over there. And if I look at the hologram over here, doesn't look the same at all.
Looks like a cat.
That looks like a planeswalker symbol. But I don't see any of the same patterning that I see here.
That's tough because the hologram could change based on the angle.
Now that's what I was just going to say. This could be like the planeswalker region here, and it could be based on the angle and the lighting that the parts that shine and the parts that are dark are just way different.
I don't know. When you first showed me this picture, my first thought was like it didn't look real, but I assumed it was because you told me it was real.
Did I?
But I also didn't have much to go off of. I mean, I just thought it looked a little less like shiny and foily compared to the one that they showed. It doesn't look as like silver.
Some people said some things about the foiling pattern, but it's so hard for me to tell.
Yeah.
From this particular image, people might have pulled up some better images.
They don't. The color might not come through well.
Yeah. And this, like you said, could look different depending on the lighting, depending on the angle. But after looking at the hologram, I looked at this. I don't see how this spacing could change based on the lighting, based on the angle that I'm looking at it at, unless it was a very severe angle and I was dealing with like foreshortening issues, which I'm not dealing with here. I mean, that card is not angled that much. That really makes me think that it's fake. The spacing is so different. I don't know if I'm crazy. There's a huge gap.
I think you're right. That looks different to me.
There's a huge gap there.
Yeah.
That's very tight.
And the line's thicker, it looks like.
It does look thicker. This, you have one thickness out on the edges, and this is a thinner.
The other one is like all the same thickness.
The thickness looks the same here.
Yeah.
So I think this was just sort of viral advertisement or attempt at a viral advertisement by Sao Paulo Games.
Uh-huh.
This is a screenshot from Jake or Joel, or Magic, by the way, just to give them credit. I don't know which is which. Jake or Joel. I watched their show. I don't even know who's who.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I hope it's not real. I hope it isn't found this early. I would really like it not to be found like before the set is like available for general sale.
Yeah. I haven't seen anything definite. I saw this. I saw people calling bullshit about this. I looked at the two cards. This to me looks like a fake, and this guy needs to moisturize.